ECOWAS energy ministers, government representatives, head of utilities, regulators, power developers, and of course journalists are in Abijan, Côte d'Ivoire for the West Africa Regional Energy Cooperation Summit, which begins today. Now, the two-day summit will feature perspectives to critical energy, finance and infrastructure, and will afford all parties in the public and private sector the opportunity to explore ownership for network assets. Channel's business news editor Bosno Mofai is in Abijan for this particular summit, and he joins me now to just give us a quick sneak peek into what to expect. Good morning to you, Bosin.
Yeah, good morning, Harriet.
It's great to have you join me on the show. Yes, we had a little bit of an issue connecting with you. So let's quickly see how much we can pack into 1 minute or 1 minute 30 seconds. Give us a sense of what's actually happening in Abijan at the moment at that particular summit.
Well, the minister's briefing will be the way to start then the opening ceremonies. Of course, you have energy companies from China, from Brazil, from the US, from Europe, all here. Then a number of energy ministers across the sub-region are already here. I've seen a few of Nigerian private company names that are attending this two-day very important conference. As you know, it will be about energy cooperation in West Africa. There'll be a lot of presentations about the West Africa power pole project, the WAPP, one of the slowest on the African continent. The East African power pole is really ramping up between Kenya, Ethiopia, and that corridor. The South African power pole, the SAPP, is the second one. The West Africa seems to be sluggish in terms of coming up. Then we're going to hear from the West Africa Gas Pipeline Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer as well. So quite a number of high-profile delegates here at this two-day conference. And I've spoken with the Chinese, Chinet, who are here. The Chinese are very keen about energy, you know that, in West Africa. So they are here and they're speaking to me, and we'll be hearing from them later in the day, I guess. Harriet?
Well, Bosin, any talk around gas, you know, because more and more everybody seems to be looking at a perfect energy mix, but we still have issues around gas. So anything going to be focusing on that?
Well, it's all about making sure there's energy sustainability in West Africa, or sharing what you have, whether it's wind, whether it's hydro on one hand, and fossil fuel on the other hand. Make sure there's energy availability, energy sustainability at the right pricing. But this conference, as you may have known, is all about how investors can get in on the big business of energy across Africa. The energy deficit is very, very huge. Infrastructure deficit is also, it runs into hundreds of billions of dollars. But how can we share energy across the West African region? This will be very, very key for conference delegates who are here in Abijan. And of course, we're reporting that all the way to Nigeria over the next 2 days. A number of them will be speaking to us. But very key is a big energy project that will drive industries, manufacturing, that will also be able to deliver a power to the people at affordable costs.
Well, thank you so much, Bosin. Of course, I know we've got you back on Business Incorporated much later in the day. And of course, we have more to talk about.